Hi, friends, how are you? I'm going to tell you today about some myths that we have heard and that many people still know they are true on how to melt the fat from the body. But I'm also going to tell you how to actually get rid of it. So, you may have heard about these magic pills that make you melt the fat and lose at least 2, 3, 4 pounds in 5 days. It is not true. You may have heard about these compression belts that you can put on and they will make you sweat the fat and lose the fat through the sweat. It is not true. You may have heard about these powders that you can put on your drink or on your food that will make you look wonderful, shrink, show your abs, and lose the fat. It is not true. You may have heard about these green juices that will help you lose the fat and keep it off forever. It is not true. So let me go back. Most of these, like the pills and the powders, those are substances that contain a lot of chemicals that will work in your body that may affect your adrenals and your hormones in general. You may not see everything in the short term, but in the long term, you will be disappointed. But also, it comes with some thermogenic substances that may increase the body temperature. And what it does is that makes you sweat. So when you sweat, guess what? You're losing water and salt. You're not losing fat, okay? So you may see that you're losing inches and that you're losing weight, but actually it's water and salt what you're losing. So as soon as you go back to your regular diet and you drink back your Gatorade or your Coke or you eat your high carbohydrate diet, you are going to go back to the same weight or even worse, okay? Now, green juices. Please, green juices are very good. They are good because they are nutritious, they have vitamins, and it makes you feel good, actually. But that's not the way to live. You cannot live with green juices breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 5 days or for all your life because mostly these plants go in 3 days or 5 days. Yeah, and of course you're going to lose weight. Man, you're starving. You're miserable. You don't want to see anybody those days because you're starving. So it's you can't make a habit of that. You have to stop in 3 or 5 days. Of course you're gonna lose weight. Obviously you're restricted on what you're eating, but you're gonna gain it back. It's obvious. So if you want to drink your green juice daily, that's okay. You can do it because it's nutritious. But you have to eat other things as well. You have to give your body fuel to work, to live, to move in a healthy way. So, what do we do? So, first understand when we eat, what happens is that the food we take, it's then transformed, let's say, it's transformed, and then the body takes the glucose, converts the sugar into glucose because that's the easiest source of energy, and take the glucose with the help of the insulin, it takes it to all the cells in the body, okay, and fuels the body as it needs so we can keep moving, breathing, heart pumping, and everything. But then it reserves some glucose in the liver because when we are not eating or we have not glucose in the blood, we have it in the liver so our organs can still work as we speak or as we sleep. Okay? But then the rest that it's too much because we ate more than our body needed, it's going to go as fat. Okay, it's saved in the body as fat, and that's how we gain weight. So think about yourself. How were you 10 years ago? Now look at yourself today and think on based on what you're eating today, how you're gonna look in 10 years. That's what you have to focus on. Okay? So, what we need to do is we have to eat healthy. We have to reduce at all possible the carbohydrates, okay, the processed carbohydrates, the bad carbohydrates, okay, because we have good carbs like the veggies, all the greens, all those green leaves, those are very good for the body, okay. They have a lot of nutrients and they are high in fiber, so those are good to eat. But avoid at all costs all processed foods, all the things that come in a box that when you look at the ingredients list, it has sugar or any of the different names of sugar, brown sugar, honey, dextrose, erythritol, anything. Sugar has at least 100 different names, okay? So that's why it's so important that you look at the label. Okay, so try to go with whole foods. Then you don't have any issues with that. Then proteins. Eat proteins. Proteins are good. The proteins are good to create amino acids in your body and build your muscles, rebuild your cells in your body. So proteins are very good. And then we have the fats. So we have always heard fats are bad, fats make you fat, but actually we have good and bad fats. The good fats are healthy for you. The good fats are going to keep you full. It's what actually works to make you feel satisfied and not crave for sugar. Okay? So what are the good fats? The good fats are the coconut oil, the avocado itself, coconut, the dry fruits like the macadamias, the pistachios, almonds, cashews. All those are very good sources of fat. Uh, the butter, the animal butter, and the fat from animals as well, like the pork. It's also very good. Now, let's go on the other side. The bad fat. Forget about all these vegetables oils, okay? Like the mazola oil, like the corn oil. Um, those are not good for you. Why? Because it has they are very high in omega 6, which is very inflammatory, okay? So those are things that, and of course, avoid trans fats. Avoid frying your foods as possible. That all will help you then keep a healthy nutrition, and your body will get just enough glucose, but not enough for the whole body, and then your body will use your own fat, to produce the fuel that your body needs to keep moving on. So that's what makes a difference.